Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Allie Wolf and I am an up-and-coming makeup artist. This is my very first video, so please like and subscribe if you like what you see. Today I just did a brown smoky eye with a pop of color using my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. If you want to see other looks, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. My handle is awolfmakeup, and then my Facebook page is Makeup by Allie. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this makeup look. If you want to see how I did it, please stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start the color Silk Cream, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it on my Morphe M330. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the crease of my eye just to get some base color going. And I'm going to try to keep it off the eyelid. Just keep it up on the top. And then I'm going to get some more. I'm going to do it with my other eye. Same thing. Make sure you're keeping it more up at the top of your crease. Everyone has like a little crease in their eye, and you just keep it right in that crease. Try to keep it off the eyelid. It's okay if it gets a little on the eyelid, but we're just trying to keep it up off the top of the eyelid. Just get that little build for when we put the darker colors in. Make sure you blend it out. So once that's all blended in, I'm just going to go ahead and take the color right next to it, MFEO, and I'm just going to build some more in my crease. Maybe a little bit lower on my crease, so don't put it all the way up to where you put the other color. Just like keep it a little bit lower just to build. Make sure it's all blended out. You're going to do that with the other eye as well, doing the same thing to both the eyes. Like I said, we're going to try to keep this one lower than the other color, but still in that crease. Okay, so once we have that done, we're going to start putting darker colors in. So with that same brush, the M330 by Morphe, we're going to go ahead and take Pooter onto our brushes. We're going to pat that excess off. We're just going to keep this in the outer corner of the eye, still in that crease, but a little more on the eyelid. Just keep it closer to the outer portion. We're going to keep the darks colors to the outside of the eye. We're going to keep the lighter colors in the inner side of the eye. So just out on the outside of the eye in that crease. Make sure it's really blended in there with the other two colors that we just used. Keep that build. Make sure it's nice and blended. So I'm not using too much product. This is a very pigmented, beautiful product, and everyone knows, everyone's hyping, raving about it. So not too much, but just enough. I usually just go dip it in there and go around a little bit, and then I pat the excess off. So just like the other eye, we're going to stick to the outer corner of the eye, in the crease, like a little lower down on the crease, more like on the eyelid area. So we're starting to build that darker color in there. So next we're going to take, sorry, I'm like looking at the colors to make sure. We're going to take Buns, which is a darker maroony, like more red burgundy color. That's going to go in the corner of the eye on the eyelid, still using the same brush. Make sure it's nice and blended. Alright, now the other eye. And if you go in and you see that like one eye is darker than the other, you can always go back, put some more product on. Just keep blending out all of that color, because you don't want any like thick lines. You want it all to blend into that build that we did earlier. So next we're going to take another brush. We're going to take the M222 by Morphe, and we're going to dip into Mocha. And then we're going to stick way at the bottom again, still in the corner of that eye, just building that dark color up. Trying to give it that smoky look, but an ombre from the inside out. So light on the inside, dark on the outside. And do the other eye. And you can also take that extra, not adding any more product on, but taking that extra product that you have from left over on the brush from when you dipped in before, and just kind of bring it over into the crease more to try to get that color, spread it out through the eye, nice and blended in. Do the same for this side. Alright, with the same brush, we're going to dip into Central Park. So we don't want too much Central Park. It's a very dark, dark brown. It's nice and beautiful and pigmented. And I just want to keep that at the lower, like near the lash line. Just lower on the eye. Just to give that lash line just a little bit of a darker color. You don't want it too high up on the eye. You can go a little bit up on the eyelid, but you don't want it up above your crease. Just keep it close to the eyelash line. Blend that out. Okay. And I'm not putting any more like product on my eye, like as you can see, but I'm really working the product that I have in on my eye. Kind of keeping it with a light touch with this dark pigment, because we don't want it to take over all the other colors that we had, but we do want that darker brown in there. So, okay, so once that's all blended out, we're going to take the M200, and this is like a thicker, like bigger, more fluffy brush that I'm going to use just to blend everything out. So I'm going to dip back into Silk Cream, what we did before, that more neutrally color, and we're just going to go right over the top of those colors, just blending everything out, making sure everything's nice and blended, no harsh lines. We hate harsh lines. Blend until your fingers bleed. Alright, I'm going to get some more on there. I'm going to do the other eye. Just keep blending. I'm in love with this palette and these colors. Jaclyn Hill is my favorite makeup artist. She is the first makeup artist that I've actually ever watched. I'm in love with all the makeup beauty influencers on YouTube, but Jaclyn Hill is definitely one of my biggest inspirations. She's definitely one of the ones that got me into the makeup, so the fact that she came out with this palette and I'm doing a tutorial on it right now is just absolutely crazy. I'm super excited and so proud of Jaclyn with everything that she's come out with and has done in her life so far. Okay, so now that we have all of that blended out, we're going to start doing the lighter colors now. So we're going to go in with my M204, and I'm going to pick up a light, let's see which color we're going to pick up. We're going to do like a sparklier color, so let's pick up Obsessed. And that's right, I am obsessed with this color. So we're just going to put the color on there, get a good amount of color on there. And we're just going to pat that right onto your eyelid. And you can see how much product is coming up off of that. It's so beautiful. So just pack it on. Keep it below that crease. You don't want to go above the crease. You just want to keep it right on the eyelid. Do the same with this eye. I didn't even put that much product on. Like, I didn't even dab it that many times, and just look at how beautiful this color is. Oh my gosh, it's so pigmented, so beautiful. It just slides right on, so creamy. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Okay, so now that you can see it's not blended anymore, and we want to go ahead and blend that out, so we're going to go ahead and grab Silk Cream again. We're just going to blend it out over the top. We're going to take the colors on the corner of our eye, blend it in, blend everything in to get that so it looks like nice blended, no harsh lines. Oh, and sorry, we're doing the M200 again. Just our nice big blending brush blends everything out so beautifully. So I personally want to go back in with some of the dark color again, just make it a little darker on the outside. So we're going to go ahead and grab Mocha again with our M222, what we used before. And we're just going to put it on the corner of our eye, since Obsessed was so pigmented and so vibrant. I don't want to take away from the darkness as well. I still want that ombre color. Okay, and then taking the same blending brush that we used every other time, just blend that out, mix it in there. Okay, now that we're all blended out on the top, we're going to go ahead and take my M214 brush, and I'm just going to take some Silk Cream and Light, and I'm going to mix them together, pat that excess off. And I'm just going to do my brow line just to highlight that brow line. I already did my face makeup and my brows before just because I wanted to focus on the eyes. So since my eyebrows are already done, I do want to highlight that brow bone just to give it that extra pop. And Light is being thrown in there to give it that little highlight, that shimmery look that everyone loves. I like when my brow bone pops out and you can just see that little bit of shimmer. Okay, so now that we're done with the top, we're going to go ahead and go to the lower lash line. I'm not actually going to put any eyeliner on my lash line this time, just because my eyes are really small and I want to do like a pop of color. I think I'm going to do this teal color, so I'm going to do Jada and Pool Party. I'm going to mix those together just so it's like, it's a really nice, pretty. You can stop here too. If you didn't want to do the pop of color, like you could just grab some more pooter and just put it on the bottom lash line just to balance it out. You don't want to just keep everything on the top and nothing on the bottom. You really want to balance it out. You don't want to be like too top heavy. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a pop of color in there. So like I said, I'm going to use Jada and Pool Party. So I'm going to start with Jada, and I'm going to put it on my M113, and you can see it's like a nice like flat top. You want that so you can just push it right up into your lash line, because you don't want to take like one of your big like fluffy brushes like this from the start and like throw it under your eye, because it'll just get too much product. So you just want that nice like flat top. You can do it with any brush, doesn't have to be a Morphe brush, and you're just gonna go ahead and take that color, put it on there, and you're gonna just go right under your waterline. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more on. I just really want that a nice big pop of color, and we're gonna be adding more on, so you don't want to put too much on because we're gonna be adding more product, but I want that nice thick pop of color. And you can see that I'm like staying more to the outside of my eyes. I'm gonna take a brush and I'm gonna blend it out and blend it more towards the inside, so it won't just be like the outside, but I want to keep the main part on the outside, the one with the most color on the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and take another brush. So we're gonna take like this brush just to like blend it out. So this is the M431, and I'm not even going to put any more pigment on it. I'm just going to take the pigment I have, and I'm just going to go ahead and slowly brush that out, bring it down just a little bit. And I'm going from the outside to the inside, just dragging that pigment down a little bit to bring it down and just put it all under the eye. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and take Pool Party. And I'm just going to use that same like flat top brush that I used before for Jada. Go ahead and grab that, throw it on there. Ooh, here comes the shimmery. Oh gosh, this is beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on both sides of my eyes. Just pressing it up into my waterline. And then I'm going to take the same brush that we just used, the M431, just to blend it on out. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this color so much. Like I said, this is just a pop of color. You can always just do the brown on the bottom, but I definitely wanted to do something more fun and playful. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the inner corners of my eye just to like make it pop a little more. So I'm definitely going to use Enlight and Beam. I'm going to mix those two together, and I'm just going to use just a little brush. It'll focus. So this is the M416. And we're just going to go ahead and pop it right in the corner of my eye, just to give it that highlight that everyone loves and lives for. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the eyeliner. Usually I do my eyeliner before I do the bottom color, but today I just decided to do the bottom color first. Really, it doesn't matter. So I'm taking the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and do, since I have small eyes, I'm just going to do like a little, like a lot of makeup artists with like big eyes like to do like the thick line, which you can do that with small eyes. It's just I prefer like the thin line because I don't like to cover my eyelid with the black liner as much as like some other people do, which doesn't look bad, but I just prefer like the smaller, like thinner line. So you can, honestly, you don't even have to put eyeliner on. If you just threw on some mascara or lashes or whatever you wanted, it would be perfectly fine. But I'm just going to go ahead and do some liner. I'm just going to do a nice thin line. So that's one eye. Hopefully the other eye turns out the same. Eyeliner is probably the hardest thing for me. I love it, but it's so hard to like get my stuff to match perfectly. And then if you mess up, don't freak out. It's not the end of the world. You can go ahead, take a Q-tip and just like put some makeup remover on the end and just like wipe it on off. So now that my eyeliner is done, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. I'm not doing fake lashes today. This is just like a more simple look. You can wear out, you can just wear it really anywhere. It's not very like crazy. So honestly, I'm not going to put eyelashes on. You can put eyelashes on if you want. Girl, you do you. You do what you want. It'll look good with or without eyelashes. I think so. So I'm going to go ahead and curl these lashes, these little lashes that I have, but I love. I'm just squeezing them, like, squeeze mine about like 5 to 6 times just to make sure, because my eyelashes grow straight out more than they grow up. I envy the girls that have those beautiful lashes that just like are so long and just go straight up. Mine are not like that, so curling my lashes are a big deal for me because if I don't curl them, they'll just go straight down. And I know a lot of people deal with it, so just I pump it about 5 times just to get that curl, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw my mascara on. The mascara I'm using is Roller Lash by Benefit. Sorry, my camera died, so right while I was putting mascara on, so we're just going to pick up where I left off. So we're just coating the top of our eyelashes with mascara just to make them a little thicker and bolder. And then you go ahead and do the bottom lashes. If it gets on your actual eyeshadow, you just go ahead and take a brush, smudge it out. It won't mess up your look or anything. No need to worry. And once you're done with that, if you want to apply lashes, go ahead and apply lashes. I'm not going to apply lashes today, but that's the look.